Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League, here with our new team, the Favorites, and things have not started off very well for us. We lost our first game of the franchise against the Skulls, last time out losing 4-2. Very frustrating game that we ended up giving away. We did not produce very well offensively, and our pitching, which was our strength, it looked like on paper, did not seem to do its job very effectively. I also don't think it was a good idea for us to bring in our weakest pitcher when it comes to Gertie Vaughn here. He is the worst pitcher in our bullpen, and to bring him in to replace Asher Garcia was a very frustrating decision, and I think that led to the loss. But the offense was very, very disappointing as we only got 4 hits and no player had more than one. We did get a home run, but it came from a very unlikely source. Jackson Nielsen. Did not expect that from him, but we'll take the power at the bottom of the lineup when we get it. We also have a tense Dina Andrews as she dropped a pop-up in foul territory, and that put her into tense mojo that left her there for the rest of the game. So that was really frustrating as well. But we're going to hope to bounce back in our first game against a division rival. We will be facing off against the Rippers in this one. They have a lot of power. There's going to be some familiar faces, including Barton right there, who was a former All-Star. And for us, we will have Cumulo Lawrence on the mound. It'll be interesting to see what she's able to do with that velocity and accuracy, even though she has no junk to speak of. So let's get us into this matchup. Taking a look at the lineup, we're going to keep things somewhat similar here. Going to have Forrest Ponce lead things off in the DH, as we talked about. We'll have Marv Panther in the number 2 spot. Jack Mars, our number 3 hitter, will be at second base. Rhett Austin in left. Cheville Spencer at first base, batting 5th. Neither of these two were very productive, so we're hoping to see a little change, a turnaround in this next game. Levi Woods will get his first start at catching duties because Dina Andrews is tense, and we're just going to let her sit for this one. We'll have Sullivan Reddier at third base, batting 7th. We'll have Jeff Willis at shortstop, batting 8th, and then rounding things out again, Jackson Nielsen in right field, batting 9th for Cumulo Lawrence, the 4-pitch pitcher with a good mix, 4-seam, 2-seam slider, and changeup. So I am going to have us go with our, what are we playing, at home or away? We are at home for this one. This will be our first home game with the favorites, so we'll get to see our home park for the first time. And for that home game, we will be going ahead and using our primary home uniform. So there we go. And let's play ball. We head to Colonial Plaza, the home of the favorites, against the Rippers. And it looks like on paper we have the advantage pitching-wise, but we'll see what happens, as that was the case in our last game, and we were dominated by the Skulls. So hoping things change around this time. As we get started, we'll see the Rippers lead off with, Grover Constance, Alec Planner, and Archie Barton. I believe Grover Constance is someone that we've seen, but it has been a minute, so my memory is a little foggy. Alec Planner we remember seeing on the Marauders quite a lot, and then for Archie Barton, a former Dirt Dog. 1-2 count here for Cumulo as she gets him to foul off. Grover Constance looking to see what he can do to get things started, batting .500 on the year. And he'll hit one off the end of the bat up the middle. Jeff Willis ranges up the middle and gets that play over to first in time for out number 1. So a good start here so far. Now Alec Planner will come up hitless in his first game of the season. He has Tier 2 Slowpoke, so he'll be slow out of the box, which we'll see right here. Solon Reddier backhands that one and tosses the first in time. And now Archie Barton comes in. He was hitless in his first game, and he is a very, very good hitter. We saw what he was capable of last year as he made the All-Star game for the first time. 1-on-1 count here, and Cumulo will get him to foul off, so that's going to get out of play. Cumulo does have Tier 1 composed, as Tier 2 Whiffer activates for Archie and takes the ball low. And that ball muscled into right field. Sliding in front of the ball is Jackson Nielsen. Don't think that was necessary as he bobbles it. It was about a 20% chance according to StatTrax. But it does not mean anything as the ball was getting down no matter what, and it ends up allowing the runner to reach first base. Not much speed over at first for Dandelion Burnside, who comes up with Tier 3 Mind Gamer. You'll see that the Rippers are a crafty team, all Tier 3 there, and Burnside will get a base hit so that with 2 outs, runners in first and second for Jose Huerta. I believe he was a burner. If I'm not mistaken, he has Tier 3 stimulated, which only activates to the end of the game. And he is hitless as well, so looking to see if he can get his year started off as he takes a strike, so he's down 0-2. And Cumulo will get the line out to Willis at shortstop to end the inning. So 2 hits, and definitely got Cumulo's pitch count up, but we're able to get out of it without any damage. Now we're going to turn to the offense, which did not do much in their time. Forrest Ponce comes up, takes a ball high against Cash Duffy, and showing bunt, trying to throw them off right away. It goes foul and then takes a strike, 1-2 count, and he hits it off the end of the bat slowly to short. Anders Anubis gets it over to first in time for out number 1. So failed crafty attempt to get on base there for Forrest Ponce. And now we turn to Marv Panther, who swings at the first pitch and lines right to Alec Planner at third for out number 2. And Jack Mars, former All-Star, and definitely the guy that we thought was going to be the centerpiece of this offense, has started off very slow, hitless in his first game, down 0-2 already against Cash Duffy. Takes a ball low. I believe Cash Duffy is a former burner as well. I'm trying to go off memory here. And there's strike 3 taken on the corner, and Jack Mars' struggles continue as he is 0 for the season so far. And it's going to be a quiet inning for both offenses. As we head to the second inning, Anders Anubis comes up. Tier 3 distractor, so we definitely do not want to see him get on base, as that will tank Cumulo's accuracy. Jeff Willis will get that one ranging up the middle once again, and he gets it over to first in time. So nice first out of the inning. Now Fletcher Downhill will come up. Another hitless batter for the Rippers, so you can kind of see why they struggled in their first game of the season. 1-1 count here for Lawrence, and we'll get the pop-up to second base. Calling it as Jack Mars, waiting for it forever, and catches that for out number 2. And Demetrius Blacksmith, someone we are very familiar with, comes up to the plate. I don't remember what team he played for. It is very irritating when I see these names and recognize them, but I cannot remember where they were at, as Demetrius gets a base hit up the middle. I keep thinking everyone's from the Burners, and I know that's not the case, but I think Demetrius actually is. Now Royce Coffey comes up, 9-hitter, with 2 outs, batting .500 so far, so one of the more successful batters in the lineup for the Rippers. 1-1 count. Demetrius with locked in mojo will be a little bit quicker than normal, but he's not fast either way. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, turning to the top of the lineup for Grover Constance, who's 0 for 1 today. So once again, 2 outs and runners on first and second for the Rippers. And Cumulo Lawrence has been laboring through this game so far, already at 30 pitches here in the second inning. That's going to be popped up, but it is going to get out of play. Nice diving attempt from the Sullivan Reddier, the third baseman, but not even close. This ball goes out of play. And with a 2-2 count, that weird hop comes right to Jack Mars at second base, and he tosses to first for out number 3 to end the inning. So 2 more hits, making it 4 for the day for the Rippers, but not able to get anything past second base. And now we turn to the bottom of the second. Rhett Austin will get things started for the favorites. See what he's capable of as he sends one into deep left field into the corner there. Downhill will get to it, but it one-hops the wall. And Rhett Austin with a big double here to start things off for the favorites with no outs. And now Cheville Spencer comes up. his Tier 3 Slowpoke, so will be very slow out of the box, even slower than he already is. But a good hitter overall. That's really his calling card. Yet he was hitless in his last game, so we're hoping that things can change as he whiffs right through that curveball. And that one's going to be popped up and get out of play into the stands there. Lucky fan gets a souvenir to take home. 2-2 count as that ball is taken low. And Cheville Spencer sends it into deep right center field, hits off the base of the wall, and that's going to be an RBI double for the first baseman and his first hit as a favorite. So this is a wonderful place for the favorites to get going as they feel much more comfortable at home here at Colonial Plaza. Now here comes Levi Woods, his first at-bat of the season. Sat on the bench while he watched his counterpart, Dina Andrews, struggle in the first game. And he hits one straight to Grover Constance on the ground at first. That'll be an easy step on the bag for out number one. The runner is able to reach third base on that, and that's going to be out number one. Another hitless batter for the favorites is Sullivan Reddier. And he's never been readier for this at-bat, as he was talking to us before this game, saying he needed to get things right. He knows he's playing a different position, primarily a shortstop. Will be tasked with being the primary third baseman this year. And he gets that one with the infield drawn in, right past the shortstop, lunging for the ball, and misplayed his coffee, as that ball's going to get into the warning track there in left center field. Very slow roller, allowing Sullivan Reddier to get all the way to second base, and another RBI double here for the favorites in the second inning. And Jeff Willis comes up with Tier 2 contact versus righties, and he hits one hard, deep center field carrying. Looks like it might die at the warning track, and right there against the wall is Coffee to catch that one for out number two. Gave it a ride, Willis did, but he hit it to the deepest part of the park, and that was very unfortunate for him, as he had a good chance to send that one out. And instead, it's going to be a sacrifice fly, sending the runner to third base. Now here comes Jackson Nielsen, batting .500, as he did hit a home run in the first game of the season for the favorites. The first home run with us as the manager, or with myself as the manager. And he swings through that one for strike three. That's a little bit more like what we would expect for him. But two runs come across on two RBI doubles from Cheville Spencer and from Sullivan Reddier. And we take our first lead of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. And Alec Planner, the number 2 hitter, will come up. And he swings through 2 pitches, fouls one off, and now he's down 0-2. And Cumulo Lawrence will get him to foul off that one. Staying alive, fouls another one off. Ball low and inside. You'll see there's not much break on some of those junk pitches that Lawrence has, but she's got the fastball working in her favor as she gets that one blown right past him for out number 1. Planner goes down swinging. Archie Barton comes up, and he pops the first pitch he sees, but it gets pulled foul. This one hit very hard, but right to Jeff Willis at short. He has been busy over there and has been able to make every play he's been asked to. Now Dandelion Birdside comes up. 1 for 1 today with a single. She is Tier 3 Mind Gamer, which plays a bigger factor in this at-bat, as Cumulo is over 40 pitches now. And her stamina has decreased, her accuracy has decreased. And that one, oh my goodness, Cheville Spencer sticks his glove up. Reactionary move from him, but he's able to get his glove on it, and he catches that for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. Nice pitching from Cumulo Lawrence, as she was able to keep this one clean. And we take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the third. Forrest Ponce, the leadoff man, gets things started, fouling the first pitch he sees off, followed by a ball, chases outside for strike 2. And Cash Duffy looking to see if he can get the put-out pitch. And that one's going to be high in the zone. He has to swing. It's close enough, and it's going to be a pop-out as Royce Coffey comes charging in, catches that for out number 1. So 0-for-2 day for Forrest Ponce, the leadoff man, not really doing his job yet. Max Panther here, same thing for him, or Marv Panther, excuse me, as he goes down 0-2. Takes the ball. Ball inside. 2-2. Marv gets it off the end of the bat, but sends it deep to left field, and it's going to die at the warning track. Fletcher Downhill had to get back there in a hurry as he did not get barreled, but Marv Panther surprising us with a little pop off the bat as that one dies right there at the edge of the warning track. And there he goes. Jack Mars sends one down the right field line, tailing away from Huerta. He's able to get to it as the ball ricochets back to him pretty well, and that's going to be a 2-out double for Jack Mars, the former All-Star, and now for the first time, Rhett Austin will have his Tier 2 RBI hero activated. He is batting .333. He's looking for a pitch he can drive. See if he can add to the lead for the favorites. 2-1 count with 2 outs and runner on second. And pops one foul there. Cash Duffy trying to get out of the jam. And he does with a pitch that froze him on the inside part of the plate. And nothing comes of that 2-out double from Jack Mars. But 2-0 lead continues into the top of the fourth here, as we'll see 5, 6, 7 for the Rippers, starting with Jose Huerta. Great contact hitter. Good power as well. We still haven't seen the stimulated trait activate. I believe we would see that in the bottom half of this inning as he grounds out to second base. Anders Anubis 0 for 1 today. And once again, we do not want to see him on base, as it will have a significant impact on the accuracy of Cumulo Lawrence. I always thought it would be a pretty significant impact to see a distractor on the bases. Ooh, nice diving play from Cheville Spencer. He knocks it down. He gets back up and tosses it to Lawrence for out number 2. So nice defensive play from the normally poor fielder there at first base. And now we look at Fletcher Downhill with 2 outs. I was going to say distractor on base with Mind Gamer at the plate would just be debilitating, especially from a Tier 3 team. And that's going to be a 2-out base hit from Downhill as locked-in Demetrius Blacksmith comes in. 1 for 1 with a single. Runner on first with not much speed with 2 outs. First pitch is a ball low. And Lawrence getting close to the end of her day as she's approaching the 60-pitch mark. It's going to be a pop-up down the right field foul line, and is it going to stay in play? No, it gets out of play. There's a lot of room to work with here at Colonial Plaza as we see Demetrius strike out for out number 3 to end the inning. So nice pitching once again from Cumulo Lawrence, as she has done really well through 4 innings, and I believe that might be it for her today, which was a very valiant effort today. And Cheville Spencer getting a hold of the ball this time a little ahead of it and pulls it foul. Duffy still on the mound. He ended things with a strikeout, and so he might have a little bit left in the tank. 2-1 count. Cheville gets a pitch in his zone, but he pops it and it goes out a foul down the right field line, and it gets down. 2-2 now, and Cheville, just misses one. Right in his sweet spot, but he gets underneath it and he pops it up into left center field. Royce Coffey calls that and catches that for out number 1. Levi Woods will now come up 0 for 1 today. Cash Duffy, we'll see how long he goes. This is his 55th pitch of the game. And that ball's going to be pulled foul and out of play. 1-1. And ball low, and that's going to be taken for ball 2. That one catches the bottom of the zone, so it's a 2-2 count with 1 out. And that ball hits off of the glove of the pitcher and still recovers in time. Anders Anubis with a great play, reacted really well, and he's able to get the ball over to first in time. Best batter to be facing or doing that against is Levi Woods with a poor speed. Now Bo Adams comes in with Tier 2 falls behind. And it's going to be an 0-2 count here. And Sullivan Reddier strikes out to end the inning. So Bo Adams comes in, gets his man, and Cash Duffy giving up 2 runs on the day. Pitched overall really well against this favorites offense that still can't get things going consistently. And so, yep, as we had mentioned, we were expecting this to be the case. Cairo Cohen will come in to replace Cumulo Lawrence. Her day is done after 4 innings. She did give up 5 hits, but did not allow a run. And Cairo Cohen with his Tier 3 Elite slider. There it is. And making contact is Royce Coffey. And that ball, just misses the bat there, or just makes contact there. And now another one pulls foul. So good battle here from Coffey. Just fouls left and right. There it is right there, the put-out pitch from Cairo Cohen. And that's strike 3. So the first batter he faces in his time with the favorites is a strikeout. Now we head to the top of the order, and Grover Constance, who's tense, 0 for 2 today, gets this one lofted into right center field. It's carrying deeper than I thought, but right in front of the warning track is Jackson Nielsen, catching that for out number 2. Great defender out there in right field, and that's pretty much all he does. And Alec Plannard, who's also tense, and 0 for 2 today, pops one foul before taking a ball, and this one's going to get fouled down the left field line as well. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th, another foul ball. Taking that slider for a ball inside, and that ball drops out of the zone but makes contact and pulls foul. And that one lined right to Willis for out number 3. So a nice 1-2-3 inning clean from Cairo Cohen. And that was nice to see from one of the pitchers I was most excited about bringing in to this team. And he produced exactly how we were hoping and expecting he would. Now, Bo Adams will get a grounder to first to get out number 1 there against Red Austin. Jackson Nielsen now comes up. I believe that was Red Austin. That wasn't Red Austin. That was Willis, I believe. Bo Adams trying to get that was a really weird pitch. I think that was the fork ball. And Jackson pulls one foul, and it might stay in play. Nope, it's going to get out of play about 4 rows deep. This is a long reliever who has great velocity and junk, but poor accuracy. So that's about a bit of his downfall. And he catches a corner there for out number 2. And Jackson Nielsen is now tense as he is really frustrated. He yells at Adams before heading back to the dugout. And now here comes Forrest Ponce, batting 200 on the year. Has been very rough. I believe that's 1 for 5. 1-1 count with 2 outs. 2-1 now as ball 3 is taken. So 3-1 count. Good spot for Forrest. And he takes ball 4. So he gets on base and great speed with Tier 2 stealer. Marv Panther will come up with 2 outs. 0 for 2 today. Hit the ball very hard last time, but just missed the barrel. Now, good arm, or actually phenomenal arm from Demetrius Blacksmith. So we may not see that runner take off, but it doesn't matter as Huerta ranges into foul territory and catches that. So Marv Panther still struggling as he has yet to find his first hit of the season so far. Archie Barton comes up 1 for 2 with a single. And with that Tier 2 clutch in a high-pressure situation, we're going to see that boost him up a little bit. With the 6th inning underway, Cairo Cohen looking to see if he can lock things down. 1-1 count here for Barton, and he hits one hard down the right field line. It's tailing foul, and Nielsen is not able to get to that one. So now Tier 2 whiffer activates in a 1-2 count. Staying alive there. Still has really good contact regardless. And that one's going to be grounded to third base. Reddier with a hell of a dive. He's able to get up in time and toss it to first for out number 1. And that looks like a mojo boost for Cairo Cohen. And he is locked in as Dandelion Burnside with her Tier 3 Mind Gamer offsetting some of that locked in accuracy for Cohen. That's a dribbler foul. 1-2 count here with 1 out, and Burnside will hit one hard, but right to Jeff Willis, who backhands and tosses the first. Out number 2. Jose Huerta, last chance for the Rippers. Now in a max pressure situation, and Cohen locked in without seeing that accuracy drop from Mind Gamer. His attributes look really great even at 26 pitches. And 0-2 count here immediately. Cairo with the slider finishes him off. Nice pitching there to end the game, and the favorites get their first win under my tutelage. as we are able to pull off the 2-0 victory. Offense is still really quiet, all things considered, with only 4 hits on the day, but we are able to see our pitching do exactly what we were hoping when we went through that shuffle draft. So thankful for that. Taking a look at the production from today, some struggles from the Rippers as they only got 5 total hits, and they came from Barton, Burnside, Downhill, Blacksmith, and Coffee as they got a little production from the bottom of their order. For us, we only had 4 hits, but we made them count as Jack Mars, Rhett Austin, Chaville Spencer, and Reddier all got hits. However, we got RBI doubles from Spencer and from Reddier. We also had Austin and Spencer score on those 2 RBI doubles. And so that's where things went offensively. That was really all that happened today. Cash Duffy pitched decently well, but could not get very far into this game. 3 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. Bo Adams pitched really well in relief as he went 1 1/3. He did allow a walk, but struck out 2. For the favorites, Cumulo Lawrence with a hell of an outing. She goes 4 innings. She gives up 5 hits, but she gets 2 strikeouts, did not allow a run. She gets the win. Cairo Cohen goes 2 innings, gets 2 strikeouts, did not allow a runner to reach base, and he gets the save. And that is what we saw from this team. So Cumulo gets number 1, Chaville Spencer number 2, and Cairo Cohen number 3 for the favorites. And that is a great way for the favorites to get their first win at home. We'd love to be 2-0 right now, but I'll take a 3 or a 1-1 start to our franchise here. All right, so between Devin Schultz and Colby Foster, I don't even know who these players are. Let's take a look. Neither of them have played yet. Colby Foster is 19, Devin Schultz 24. Let's see, you have Distractor at tier 2, good speed, decent contact, so kind of more so just a backup infield option. And then Colby Foster, we were looking as has a potential development to replace Jackson Nielsen at some point, I believe. So I think let's do Devin Schultz and drop his mojo, or I mean his loyalty for now. Colby Foster's a guy we want to try and lean into. All right, what else? That was it. All right, perfect. So let's do a quick sim up to our next game. And we'll be facing off against the Skimmers in this next one. And they are currently tied with us in the division, going 1-1 as well. But they have a +4 run differential, so they get the tiebreaker over us. And so we will see, we get to watch our former pitcher, Lily Dubs from the Outlaws, face off against our pitcher, Jess Trujillo. We'll have to see what they do for. I don't even think they'll announce our name, but Jess Trujillo, I think, is how it would be pronounced. It's tier 2 rally stopper and tier 1 workhorse, which still should do a bit of work for her on the mound. All right, what has happened since that game ended? I see some development there. So some development here. Option for Plover Day, who's 33. Some development for Jackson Nielsen. And that's his offense, so we might even consider that, but he's 31, and I don't like that idea. I think it would be great to have Slowpoke get dropped, but it doesn't really matter because he can't hit very well anyways. +3 power for Jack Mars. Love to see that. Hopefully he can start using it. Dina Andrews with -3 contact, so she's starting to regress at age 30. We get +3 power, which is useless for Cumulo Lawrence. That's unfortunate after she pitched so well. Jess Trujillo, 26 as a development opportunity as well. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. So we have this one for Jackson Nielsen. I'm not that interested in it. This one for Cumulo Lawrence. She's 26, but she has a chance to gain crossed up, and I'm not interested in that risk, even at tier 1. What is it? Velocity junk, -1 accuracy, +2 velocity, and +4 junk. I don't think that I'm interested. Yeah, I don't like the chance to gain crossed up really, and I don't think we really need to worry about developing her too much. But she did earn it after being pitching really well. We probably could do this for her just as a courtesy. Rhett Austin. Little development here. I don't think it's useful to have him as improve a secondary position, as he's really not going to play anywhere other than left field, and he's 30. Plover Day, chance to gain, gets ahead. I don't need to develop our third or our fourth starter, although that would. He's 33. I don't think it's worth it. All right, Jess Trujillo, and then Mags Drader. Yeah, I'll do this one for Jess. Right before we're about to go into this matchup, we'll see what we can do with her. Potentially giving her a fourth pitch, or I mean a fifth pitch, excuse me. So let's do this one. Get one velocity, get one junk. Chance for more velocity. We don't get it. 10% chance of getting a screwball, and we don't add that either, and that's okay. But she'll get a loyalty boost there. Hopefully that gives her a little bit of confidence going into this next game. And then I think I talked myself into doing this one just as a little reward for pitching so well. Although this would backfire if she ends up gaining that crossed up trait, which I'll be really frustrated with even at tier 1. But let's see what happens. So Cumulo, 1 velocity, 1 junk, -1 accuracy, which we can afford. Can we get some more velocity? We do not, but it'd be wonderful to get some more junk. We do get that. So +4, that goes up to 26. And then do we get crossed up? We do not. So she does deserve a successful little development role there. So that's nice to see. I'm glad I did that. And I think that's all we're going to do here. I don't want to do this one for him. I don't think it's worth it. No. All right. So yeah, that's all for that. Just doing a quick check. I don't think anybody we were looking at is even close to being signed. It looks like Skylar Stewart is somebody we were looking at, but I don't think that that's somebody that really is going to be valuable to us. I don't know. She's 23. I think that's why I ended up starring her. Nobody else is even close. Yeah. So we'll just keep things as they are for now. I think that's the guy I'm looking to bring in to replace Plover Day as our fourth starter. Maybe he can be somebody we can develop at 21 years old. And then Vito Cummings. Yeah, tier 2 clutch is not bad, but he's just not very good at all. He's 21. And I believe that was maybe getting Aspen back. Crush Lynch is pretty decent. Yeah, we have money to spend, but definitely not the time to start spending it. So that's where I think we will leave things. And let's go ahead and I guess take a look at what this game will look like against the Skimmers. We'll use our suggested lineup first, and I never like that. So Forrest Ponce will be our DH as normal. We will have Jack Mars at second, Seville Spencer at first, Rhett Austin in left, Marv Panther at center, Jackson Nielsen at right, Dina Andrews, after no longer being tense, will be a catcher again. Levi Woods will not be our third baseman. Sylvan Reddier will not be our shortstop. We're going to go position swap here, and then we're going to go Jeff Willis, bring him back into shortstop. He's been playing really well as short. And Reddier played really well at third base. Now we just need to get their hitting more consistent. So I think let's move things around a little bit. Let's see. Who do we want to get into the leadoff spot? I think maybe we'll keep Forrest Ponce in the leadoff spot, but I want to move Sullivan Reddier to number 2. We'll do Jack Mars at 3. Man, we need some better reinforcements behind Jack Mars. I guess I'll do Rhett Austin, then Seville Spencer. We'll move Dina Andrews up here, Jeff Willis there, and then Marv Panther and Jackson Nielsen are how things will round out in the batting order. Next time out for Jess Trujillo, who will be starting for the first time for us, and excited to see what she is capable of after a little bit of development. A 3 fastball pitcher with a curveball but really just leans into that velocity and that accuracy. So curious to see what she'll do next time out. But thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you all next time, and we'll have a good one, everyone. Bye.